change. First, let's go over your homework. Great job, my grade 2 scientists. You guys did a good job of reading the research of an environmental scientist. We're only going to have a couple people read it, but the main idea, pretty much everyone got this part correct. Great work. The koala is a very interesting animal. Cindy, what is the main idea?
It's a koala.
Very good. It's about a koala bear. She said they eat leaves from eucalyptus trees.
Trees from each tree.
Very good. Can you say eucalyptus?
Eucalyptus.
Very good. Eucalyptus trees. Excellent job. They eat leaves off eucalyptus trees. Leo, where do the koala bears live?
The koala bears live in the trees.
Very good, in the trees, in a eucalyptus tree. Why do they live in eucalyptus trees, Micah?
Because when they are eating, they eat the eucalyptus leaves.
Excellent job, Micah. Very good. Great job on your homework. Here's Mickey's homework. Mickey drew it out. Minhuang, what does the koala bear look like?
It looks like its color are brown and fluffy. It have a fluffy ear and sharp claws.
Excellent job, Minhuang. Good description. So these details are really important. Here's Quang Hai's. Quang Hai, where did you write it lives? Where does the koala live?
The koala lives in trees. The tree of Australia, not every tree in the world.
There we go. Excellent. They live in trees in Australia.
A koala bear look like.
Oh, I can come in a little closer. Is that easier to read?
Look like an animal. Have big nose, small eyes, and fluffy ears.
Very good. It looks like an animal that has a big nose, small eyes, and fluffy ears. Very good job, Kui. Excellent work. So an environmental scientist researched the koalas and learned about them. And then you did research on what they found. Part of being a scientist is learning about what is already known and then what still needs to be found out. What do you still want to know about a koala bear?
Why do koala bears can carry the koala bear baby, and it is heavy, and the koala bear still can climb tall trees.
Very good. So koala bears are actually not bears. They are a kind of animal called a marsupial. They have a pouch in their stomach like a kangaroo. The koala bear is related to the kangaroo, and it can put its baby in its pouch, and then it's easier to climb. Okay, great question, Teddy. So let's review science and environmental scientists. Minha, can you read the definition of an environmental scientist?
Yep. A person who studies how the living and non-living things in a place work together by
observing,
testing,
experimenting,
and measuring.
Excellent job, Minha. So remember, an environment is the living and non-living things in a place. So the environmental scientist studies how those things work together by testing, by researching. They also can teach, or they can help the government make laws. So I might have just given some away, but what does an environmental scientist do? What about they test? What could they test to help the animals in the water?
They take the water.
Yeah, they take the water and test it. So they find out if there's a problem with it so they can help if there is.
They learn and help the environment.
Very good. They learn and then help the environment. Excellent. Hacker, what does an environmental scientist do? So they pick up the, I'm going to change this to, they find the problem with the ocean and then fix it. So if the problem is trash, they pick it up. If the problem is another type of pollution, they fix that. And Lehan, go ahead, Lehan.
Some animal hurt the scientists help them to get better.
Excellent job, very good. So remember, I also said they can teach. What would an environmental scientist teach?
Keep the forest clean.
Excellent job. They teach people how to keep the forest clean, how to help and take care of the environment, right? Because it takes everyone to take care of it. And how do they help? They help the government do what? They help the government do what? They help them make something.
Help the government make laws.
Laws, very good. They help them make laws. The laws tell people you can't do this, right? Okay. Why are environmental scientists important? So they solve environment problems, so we have clean air and trees. Sal, why else are they important?
They fix many things for the animals.
They fix things for the animals, exactly. Exactly. Hannah and Emma, why else are they important?
Because they make the habitat of the animals healthy.
Very good. They make the habitats healthier. Excellent job. They're also important to teach others and to make laws. Let's not forget those ones. Very, very good. Zalin also said they help animals and plants grow. Kiwi, what type of environment would you want to study? For example, I'd want to study the desert because there's so many unique animals.
I want to study about the forest.
About the forest, okay. How about then ocean? Which one would you want to study?
Study the ocean.
Of course, you'd want to study the ocean. All right, and Suri, let's have Minlong. Minlong, what kind of environment would you want to study? Zalin says the savanna, the ocean. That's a good one. It's big, it's deep, there's a lot of animals. Emma, what would you like about being an environmental scientist?
I like to help the animal healthy.
Very good. Excellent answer, Emma. Minha, what would you like about being an environmental scientist? being outside, testing, experimenting, helping.
Recycle.
Say it again.
Recycling.
All right, that's good. Minha would like recycling and maybe teaching other people to recycle. That important job of an environmental scientist. Teddy, what would you like to do? What would you like?
I would like take care of the earth environment by fixing the tree, planting new trees, and telling people and teaching people how to protect the environment and trees.
Very good. Planting new trees and teaching people how to protect it. Does anyone have something they would not like about being an environmental scientist? Maybe being outside all day or anything like that. Being in a lab doing research. What would you not like? Naihan?
If we protect it, we need to take the rabbit. I don't like to take a rabbit like that. It's too dirty.
Excellent. So Leihan would not like taking the animals for research. You have to catch the animals you want to research. Maybe you're sleeping outside. It might not always be fun. What do you think makes being an environmental scientist a hard job? Micah?
They will need to go in the forest and do a lot of searching there to find all the animals and save it before the fire come, and they will help to make the animal healthy.
Excellent job. So they do a lot of searching in the forest. That means they have long hours and they might be sleeping outside. Who has a question that they'd want to ask an environmental scientist? Kwang Hai?
Science, environment. I have a question.
Yes.
Why the people need to help the environment and the the scientists, environments need to help the animals and the environments. Why? And why they give, what do they do for the environment scientists?
Very good. Excellent job, Kwang Hai. That's quite a few questions. Great work. Does anyone else have a question they'd want to ask the environmental scientist? Also, Salin would want to ask, what do scientists do? So maybe how do you test things? Maybe using chemicals in water, measuring things? How do you plan an experiment? All right, let's practice. Now that we've finished environmental scientists, we're going to watch some videos to learn about how environments change.
Welcome to the lesson, How Do Environments Change Over Time?, where you'll learn about how people, natural events, and living things can change. A natural event, like the changes in weather that accompany the seasons, can change the environment. Sometimes natural events destroy part of the environment. For example, a flood can cause erosion of the soil. Severe natural events change the environment. The first image is the land before a flood. Floods include a rush of water. This water changes the land. Notice the change in the second picture.
How is the second picture different? How did the flood change the environment? Hacker.
First they are one flood, next and it's rain and it's flood.
Yes, and how did that change the environment, Hacker? How is the second picture different? What is the change?
Very much tree dead.
Very good. The trees don't have leaves now. They've fallen over.
Soil is washed away and the tree roots are now showing.
All right, let's look at before and after a fire.
Fires also change the environment. The first picture shows the environment before a fire has happened. You can see how a fire has changed this environment in the second picture. Notice that the smaller branches are burned and have become ash. Many of the tree trunks are also burned.
Now that the trees are burnt and the branches have become ash from being burned, what happens to the animals?
The animal will move to another place.
Excellent. You're right. So during the forest fire, some of them might die. The ones that don't die don't have a habitat anymore. Leo's right. They move to another place. Let's take a quick look at what happens before and after a hurricane.
Hurricanes are natural disasters that change the environment. The first picture shows an environment before a hurricane. In the second picture, can you see what the hurricane has done to this area? The hurricane has changed this environment.
How has the hurricane changed this environment? Noob, how is the environment different after the hurricane?
The boat is black.
Excellent.
And
Go ahead.
and the tree is die.
Yeah, the trees are broken. They look bent. The house and the boat are falling apart.
See that very high waves during the hurricane washed away the beach and damaged structures on the beach.
Very good, everybody. Let's take a look at how something called zebra mussels change the environment. So the first natural thing we learned about, we just looked at natural disasters. The natural disaster of fire, of a hurricane. Now let's look at living things like the zebra mussel.
These are zebra mussels. A female zebra mussel can lay 1 million eggs each year. Zebra mussels can take over an environment in a very short time.
So these zebra mussels come to a new environment. For example, some zebra mussels moved into a lake in Northern America, and the females lay 1 million eggs. Hannah, what happens to the other animals in the environment?
The other animals can't live because the zebra mussels is everywhere.
Exactly. Great answer. The zebra mussels take up all their habitat. They eat all their food. Now the other animals can't live. Let's take a look at the beavers and remember what they change.
These beavers are building a dam. The dam changes how water flows in an environment.
Kui, is the beaver building a dam a good or a bad change?
Good.
How is it a good change? Min Huang, how is the beavers building a dam a good change to the environment?
It makes dams the for and some animal mấy con ra.
Excellent. It makes a habitat for some new animals. Min Huang, it can also be a bad change to the environment.
Like
How is building it a bad change?
like knock up, down, and some fish die.
Very good. They knocked down some trees. Maybe they changed the flow of water and that hurts some fish in the river. So it's a good change and a bad change.
Dam forms a pond where the beavers then build their home. The change in the water flow changes the environment.
So it could be good or bad. What has caused the change to the environment? In the first picture, we see everything's been blown around. The couch is outside. Things are broken. What could do that? Sal?
Tornado.
Very good. It was a tornado. Excellent work, Sal. Second picture. I see there's water there. A bridge has been broken. The bridge has collapsed into the water. Mia, what could cause that change to happen?
Flood.
Very good, a flood. The river got too high and made the bridge fall in the water. What's this next picture? Emma?
Plants.
Plants, excellent. The kudzu plant has grown over all of the other plants. Hey, Emma, why is the kudzu plant growing over the other plants a bad change?
Because kudzu plants grow under the other, because every plant under the kudzu plants don't have sunlight, and every plant in kudzu plants will be die.
Excellent, they die. Why do plants need sunlight? Assie, why do the plants need sunlight? Why do they need sunlight?
Because if don't have sunlight, the plant will die.
Yes, but do you know what the plant uses sunlight for?
Yes, the plant get the sunlight from the sun, and the leaf will give the oxygen.
So the plants use the sunlight, you're right. The leaves catch it and they use it to make food. The plants use sunlight to make food. If they can't make food, they die. And the last one
Good
is
job.
a fire.
You match the changes in the environments to the causes of the changes.
All right, so let's remember that people change the environment to find resources. Resources are the things that people, plants, and animals use. So in this case, we use coal. We mine the earth and destroy the earth to find coal. Then we burn the coal. Cindy, why is burning coal bad for the environment? What does it put in the air?
I don't know.
That's okay. It's smoke and it's pollution. Can you say pollution?
Pollution.
Very good. It puts pollution in the air.
Picking up litter is one way to make the environment better. People can plant trees. Replacing trees in places where a lot of trees have been cut down or damaged helps the environment to recover.
So people pick up litter, people plant trees to help the environment recover. In this last one, she's putting a plastic bottle into a green bin. What is she doing, Kiwi?
She is picking up the trash.
So that's the first picture. What if you drink the water and you put your bottle in a green bin, or maybe you make something from it? What is that called, Kiwi?
She is recycling.
Excellent job, recycling.
One way you can help the environment is to recycle. Recycling
And then the last thing is just about pollution. We all know how pollution hurts the environment, into what helps the environment and what hurts the environment. Does recycling help or hurt the environment?
The recycle can help the environment.
Very good, Mickey. It helps the environment. All right, Minlong. Minlong, does planting trees help or hurt the environment?
Yep.
Help, good. Ocean, does wastewater help or hurt the environment?
Hurt.
Excellent, great job, Ocean. Suri, Suri, does littering help or hurt the environment? Does that help or hurt the environment, throwing trash on the beach?
Hurt the environment.
Excellent job. Good work, Suri. It hurts the environment. Micah, does smokestacks help or hurt the environment?
They hurt the environment.
Excellent job. And is Teddy back? Teddy? All right, last one is picking up litter. That helps the environment. All right. So I just had some matching here if we had extra time, but we don't. Just remember the kudzu plant blocks the sunlight. Plants need sunlight for food. Resource, remember, is anything people, animals, or plants use to meet their needs. Okay, I'll see you all tomorrow.